What if I told you that the difference between feeling stuck and living a more fulfilling life comes down to one thing: never stopping your education? But I'm not talking about classrooms or textbooks. Lifelong learning goes beyond that. It's about expanding your mind in every part of life, your career, your relationships, your health, and it might just be the most powerful thing you can do. Today, we're diving into real-life examples of lifelong learning that you can start using right now. And stick around because I'll also share some unexpected ways to keep learning that most people overlook. Let's start with an area where lifelong learning pays off in real time: your career. In today's world, jobs evolve fast. If you aren't learning, you're falling behind. But here's the good news: learning new professional skills has never been easier. You could take an online course in just about anything: coding, marketing, public speaking, all from the comfort of your home. I know someone who spent their evenings learning coding through free courses. In less than a year, he landed a new job and doubled his salary. Now, of course, those results require effort and some other variables to fall in place. I never want to make something sound oversimplified and lead you on into thinking it's just going to fall in your lap. My point is that self-education is the first step to having lucky opportunities arrive in your life. He makes serious money now because he decided to keep learning after his formal education was over. And it doesn't stop with online courses, podcasts, industry conferences, mentorship programs. These are all powerful ways to stay sharp and ahead of the curve. The key is simple: never assume you've learned enough. Now, lifelong learning isn't just about professional success, it's also about becoming the best version of yourself. Ask yourself, what is the most upgraded and updated version of me? You get a new phone once a year or every 2 years, you buy yourself new shoes all the time, and some people get a new car every 5 or 10 years. But how often do you upgrade and get a new paint job on the most important thing in your life? You. Some people haven't read a single book since high school or haven't learned anything new since they were 18. Isn't it weird to think that you're as smart as you were when you were 18? I think it's strange to stagnate yourself like that. Not for me. Do you want to know one of the most underrated learning tools? Reading. Not just for entertainment but for personal growth. Books on mindset, psychology, and communication can change how you think and act. And you don't need to read 100 books a year. Even one life-changing book can reshape your perspective. Reading one nonfiction book a month already puts you in the top 1% of learners. Most people don't read any books, and for someone like me who knows self-education creates winners, that's the craziest thing ever. I look at people with a blank stare when they tell me they don't read books. I just don't get it, and I don't think I ever will. Alright, what else is there? Journaling is good too. I tried a 30-day journaling challenge once, and I'm not exaggerating when I say it gave me more clarity on my goals than years of overthinking ever did. Small actions like this, rooted in learning, create massive change for me over time. Journaling is nothing but organizing your thoughts. Sometimes we struggle to organize our thoughts and feelings well inside our mind. Writing them down makes it easier because you can see them and they make more sense to you. Personal development doesn't just happen. You have to be intentional, ask questions, stay curious. That curiosity is fuel for lifelong learning. What about your relationships? You might not think of learning when it comes to improving your personal connections, but this is one of the most powerful areas to grow. Learning emotional intelligence, for example, can transform how you interact with people. I know someone who saved their marriage by learning better communication techniques. They didn't just hope their relationship would improve, they studied how to make it better. And learning isn't just about fixing problems. You can also study how to build stronger friendships, improve your social skills, or even deepen your family connections. And the best part? These skills pay off everywhere, at home, at work, and in everyday life. Your physical and mental health? Lifelong learning plays a huge role here too. We have more access to health knowledge than ever before. You can learn about nutrition, exercise science, or mindfulness practices from world-class experts online. And small changes backed by knowledge can lead to huge improvements. I'm a fan of real personal development and real education, so even though generic health advice on the internet isn't necessarily bad, it is if you don't understand that your health situation could be radically different than the norm. Ultimately, the best health practices will be unique to you, but knowing the stuff that's in the books is important, and all that information is on the internet. You want a real-life example of how lifelong self-education changes your experience of life itself? I once heard from someone on my email list who reduced their anxiety by learning a simple breathwork technique they discovered online. It wasn't even from me, they just found it one day. Just one new skill changed their day-to-day life. That's the power of learning applied to your well-being. Deep breathing changes your hormones, relaxes you, and regulates the vagus nerve, effectively getting rid of anxiety issues for many people. You'd never know that unless you create a habit of curiously learning about things. Just practice always asking, I wonder how that works. I wonder whether or not the thing I've resigned myself to always dealing with can be resolved. I wonder if the dreams and goals I have can be accomplished. Who's done them, and could I recreate their system? Some people get a slice of what the world has to offer, and some don't. Those who do, always self-educate. And then here comes the fun part, exploring new hobbies and passions. Maybe you've always wanted to learn photography, play an instrument, or speak a new language. Lifelong learners understand that creativity is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. I started learning video editing on a whim. What started as a random skill turned into a core part of what I do today. You never know where a new hobby might lead you, but you'll never find out if you don't try. Now let's talk about some unexpected examples of lifelong learning. The ones people rarely mention. First, travel. Exploring new cultures teaches you things no book can. You learn patience, adaptability, and how to see the world through a different lens. Every new place is a classroom if you're open to it. Then there's reverse mentorship, learning from people younger than you. Whether it's technology, trends, or new ways of thinking, younger generations have a lot to teach us if we're willing to listen. And here's one most people overlook: volunteering. When you give your time to a cause, you learn real-world skills that no formal education can replicate. Leadership, communication, problem-solving, it all comes from hands-on experience. Embrace daily curiosity. This is the simplest yet most profound learning habit. When something piques your interest, dive into it. Watch a documentary, read an article, ask deeper questions. Curiosity keeps your mind alive. You can literally just pick up your phone or wherever you're watching this and search anything, and then watch the beginner video on it. Watch a 10 or 20-minute video about an interesting topic each day, and you're golden. What's something you've always wanted to learn? Go watch the beginner video of that thing. Then keep watching it and see how your life changes. If you like learning about how to constantly improve yourself, you could always subscribe and keep watching these videos I make. The choice is yours, and that's the point I'm trying to make. The phrase lifelong learning is a pretty boring thing, but the prospect of constantly being curious about how the world you live in works cannot be underestimated. People who embrace self-education live better lives, there's no debate, and that's what I want for you. If you want the easiest way to start on that path, I'll link some tools for you in the description. Yes, there's always links in the description because I always have the right tools for any topic because this is what I do. I know the best ways to learn anything. So what does it mean to be a lifelong learner? It means staying curious. It means refusing to accept that you already know enough. It means understanding that every day is an opportunity to grow. Start simple. Pick one area of your life, career, personal growth, relationships, and decide to learn something new this week. It doesn't have to be complicated, just take that first step. And if you're serious about lifelong learning, you're in the right place. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what's one thing you've always wanted to learn. Because no matter where you are in life, your best days are still ahead, if you keep learning.